our best of three match for our tournament here for the coveted spot number one, numero uno, the gold medal, the winner. Today we have Billy's Babyback Ribs, who is the blue team, and also conveniently will be the blue team on your screen today, with Red Dread
Very, very handy.
Redemption be on orange. This time around, I am Lick. Alongside me is the wonderful Shot. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Finally, we're at the final day of our tournament.
It all comes down to this. It's what everybody's looking for.
Yeah.
So, we are going to do some fun little stuff here. We're going to do a quick little recap of our tournament so far, and also we're going to give you a little bit of insight in between these two teams, how they face up, and what might be the outcomes today. So far, these teams have faced each other twice. The first time that they faced each other was actually our first day of play in our tournament, and it was a 5-5 tie on Bank. Very intense game, very rough game to say the least. The second time around, these two played one another. They went up together. They clashed at Coastline, but Billy came out on top with a 6-2 win. So far, it looks like Billy's pulling out just a little bit ahead with that win here. So we'll have to see if maybe today that might be the same. But
Sorry, I had
mind
some
you,
mic issues.
no, you're fine, you're fine. But mind you, today it is a best of three. So if we get tied at one map, we will have a third map to be our decider, and that will give us our tournament champion.
All right. Can we think we can start banning, right?
Yes, we can. And with our bans, as we did yesterday, it will be ban, ban, pick, pick, ban, ban. Last map alive will be our third and decider. So we will have to wait and see what happens. But Shot and I were doing a little conversation before our stream got started here, and we were talking about some of the maps that might be taken out here, and obviously Clubhouse against BBR, or Billy's Babyback Ribs, is definitely probably going to be one that Red gets rid of,
Yeah,
considering,
a strong contendant for the
yeah,
ban.
considering Blue has been doing very well. They've even borrowed a strat from one of my favorite Pro League teams, Space Station Gaming, the 100% win rate strat for the Armory Church defense. So I can definitely feel Red pulling that out and having Blue sweat just a little bit there. Bank, another one, definitely, because so far it doesn't seem like Blue really like that Bank, so we're definitely feeling that they might
Mm,
pull that one out.
they play once, I think, if I remember correctly.
It was actually the first time that these two played against each other, and
Correct.
it was the 5-5 draw. So we will have to see what our bans will be, what our two maps and decider will be this time around. So, do we have any
I have the
predictions
feeling.
on who might win this game? That's the main thing everybody's wondering.
Mm, I have the feeling it might go to a 2-1 for BBR.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't just throw away Red Dead Redemption very soon. They might have some tricks up their sleeves.
they might. They've been doing a very good job so far. Last I saw, here, give me 1 second here. Red were actually a whole 11 points in the standings behind Blue at the end of it all. But in the both games that they played, they took Red took Blue all the way to the very end, the bitter end, and full count when it came to rounds. So that is definitely something to be aware of today. So we're probably going to see OT in at least a few maps today. That is definitely for certain.
Yeah, and the first bans are out. Uh, like we said, Bank banned by Builders Babyback Rips and Cafe by Red Dead Redemption.
And it looks like
Blue
Billy
team.
is going to go to Clubhouse as their first map. Not what I would have expected. I would have expected that first ban from Red to at least go and take out Clubhouse, but it looks like we're going to go to Clubhouse for our first map here. We'll just have to wait and see where Red decides to choose, and then get rid of two more maps, and we will have our decider.
Who do you think Red will pick?
Um, there was some talk of Coastline potentially being a map that will be played or at least be picked by Red. We aren't overly sure if it will be a ban or if it will be a map that they choose to have about. So we'll just have to wait and see. And it looks like Consulate will be our second
Consulate.
map. So Clubhouse and Consulate.
Sweatfest.
We're getting a little bit of a sweat fest going on today, and we might round it out. If Border and Villa go, then we will have the three C's be our map choices today. That would be Clubhouse, Coastline, and Consulate. And Border gets taken out here by BBR, so we just have Coastline and Villa left.
Both nice maps, to be
Both
honest.
very good maps. Both, and it looks like Coastline's going to be gone,
Villa.
so Villa will be our decider this time around. So we're probably going to see all three maps, to be honest.
I think we will. It's gonna be interesting. So that means Red Dead Redemption picks the side on the first map.
Mm-hmm.
And they did. So
alrighty.
Clubhouse.
So I just have one quick look.
PBR is attacking.
Yes, they are. So ladies and gentlemen, map number 1, Billy's Babyback Ribs versus Red Dead Redemption, heading on to Clubhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this game started.
Let's go. So who do you think they will ban for the on the operator side?
Well, if they really want to make sure that blue is severely hindered when it comes to that strat, that they get set up in for Church and Arsenal, I'm definitely feel like they're probably going to get rid of Castle, because he is definitely a main part of that setup. So we will have to see who gets taken out, but it looks like Jackal's going to be our first ban on attack here.
I feel like this is a comfort pick.
A little bit. You want to be able to roam effectively, and if there is any chance that we will have the roam clearing effectiveness of yesterday, then it wouldn't even matter that we got rid of Jackal.
True.
It looks like Thatcher's going to be our next ban here.
There was something. Thatcher is a smart ban for this one.
Thatcher is always a smart ban. But we still have Twitch, IQ, and Kali left over to help be able to open up those walls.
True. But I feel like banning Thatcher is kind of... Sometimes you just go overboard. Let's just ban Thatcher.
Yep, a little bit. I think it's just kind of, I don't know who to ban. Who do you want to ban? Let's just ban Thatcher. I feel it. And it looks like Jaeger will be our first defender taken out here. We'll take a second and we'll find out who our final is, and it's Maestro. So sadly, we are not going to have the Alda-wielding Italian making an appearance in this game.
That's... to be honest, the Jaeger pick is what stands out to me.
It is. I mean, we still have Wumai. He's only able to catch...
Yeah, true.
He's only able to catch 5 projectiles, but he can catch a wider range of projectiles as opposed to Jaeger. But Jaeger has 3 of those wonderful little magpies, and each one can catch 5 different projectiles. So you have, if I remember my math correctly, 15 there. So 15 versus 5, you're at least... It's a little heavy-handed there, and Wumai's going to have a little bit extra of a workload. But it looks like we're going to go to Church and Arsenal for our first defense here. It's fairly common for people to pick this site, at least on their first go-around. And it looks like we're going to have Pig Boy swap off the Maverick for Habana. And it looks like we're going to have Kick-Ass swap off the Cavera for an Alibi. So get rid of the exquisite roam of the Brazilian and come out for the intel gathering of the Liberian.
Well, what do you expect the push to be?
Knowing how BBRR, when it comes to their effectiveness and strat developing, I kind of feel that we'll probably have a multi-pronged attack here. Probably we'll have somebody go towards kitchen, we might have somebody drop oil pit, and we might potentially have somebody come down dirt. I would like to actually see that because it's always a little sneaky when somebody comes down dirt. So we'll have to see if that potentially happens here.
Yeah, they do have the breaching capability for that.
10 seconds left.
We'll see. reckon there'll be any top floor roaming?
5 seconds remaining.
Knowing how this team is, I do not doubt it. And there we go. We do have positively Boggers upstairs in the CCTV on the Vigil, and it looks like he's going to try and go for a little bit of a spawn peek here. He might be able to take one out, and there we go. He's able to pick up Watkins, so that is the Zofia off the board very, very quickly. So sadly, we're not going to be able to get those lifeline charges out to be able to help his team.
That was fast.
It was very fast. It was a very good peek hole. Didn't completely open up the wall there, but he was able to do just enough. And Boggers gets a second one. He picks up Habana. So that is one of the main hard breachers gone, and it looks like Boggers is already going on a tear here with 2 kills to his name. And potentially it looks like Boggers might have somebody upstairs that he's going to contest with, if I can find him. Doesn't look like anybody up there. And there we go. Siege was able to take down Dutch, so that is the Valkyrie out of play, but luckily she got her cams up, so the intel will still persist after her death. It looks like Boggers is going to come around from the same angle here. He might potentially try and sneak up on the Ash and the Thermite. Ash is kind of trying to hold this angle. Looks like she's going to come around. Not looking the right way she needs to, but she's going to try and protect Thermite. Just happens to see Boggers, but Boggers gets the shot first, and he's on a triple now, and it looks like Thermite took a little bit of damage there, and Thermite's just going to try and hang back and hold an angle. It's now a 4v2. We have about 1:30 left. So this is already going in Defender's way. It looks like Red came to play, ladies and gentlemen. And other than that, it looks like the rest of the operators on Red team are all downstairs, just hunkering on site, holding an angle. And it looks like Sledge is potentially going to try and come around from the back end. And it looks like he's going to get on his drone, but with that being Vigil, it's going to be hard for him to be able to find where he is on his drone. But Tommy looks like he's going to go downstairs. Siege has got the hatch open. He's going to try and figure out where he wants to go. It looks like he's going to leave the building completely and try and have some help here. It looks like Tommy's drone is going to get spotted and almost taken out, but he's going to come out and just barely misses Boggers. He's trying to hold an angle. Boggers gets a ping, so he starts going in for the kill. He's going to try and come around. Tommy's not looking, but we're going to... And there we go! He shoots for the alibi, but doesn't notice Boggers over to the side. Bogger with a 4K now. Well, it looks like it is just up to Siege all by himself. He gets some shots under the Vigil, but sadly loses a decent amount of his health here. So we have a chance to open up this series with an ace. Are we able to do it with 20-some seconds? And we get a flawless round with an ace by Boggers to start off our finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, this is already a better start than yesterday.
This is why you roam clear!
Oh, man.
Perfect by Boggers. Wonderful on the roam with the Vigil. And just brilliant, honestly. Almost a flawless round. I did say it was a flawless round. Forgive me. I did forget that Valkyrie did take a bullet to the
Dutch
face.
diet.
Yep. I did forget about that. I was so enthralled with the play on the Vigil. So, it looks like we're going to CCTV cash. We're starting off hot. We're starting off ready to go with the ace. Can we keep this momentum going is the question.
I think that's the wake-up call. An ace the first round? Not good.
Yeah. No.
Getting spawn picked at the start.
It's basically 2 spawn peaks. I will count the kill on Pig as a spawn peak. Because he got it through the wall. He didn't run out. He just punched a hole in the wall and shot him in the face.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, no. So if I'm blue right now, I am having a very intense chat with my entire team to figure out what the hell happened, why it happened that way, and what we can do about it.
That would be the ideal time to call a tactical timeout.
Yeah.
If we had it.
If we had the ability to pull tactical timeouts, I'm sure that would have been used right there.
Like, guys, what are you doing? Wake up.
10 seconds left.
Let's see.
So it looks like we're potentially going to have Dutch try and hold upstairs here.
Attacker's objective is to
garage.
defuse a bomb.
And he's at least going to try and help out with the garage door that's down here, at least with Sly. So we're not going to have anybody come through those main doors there. So give defenders just a little bit of extra cover and a little bit of extra help here. But they do have the IQ, but it will be a little harder to try and get in there. And it looks like DJ's coming in hot on the Ash, already coming into Strip Club, and potentially he might be able to find Boggers, who is also over here. And potentially we might get another one. Boggers instantly hears somebody come out on a drone, pulls off, pops on that ER7C, or ERC7, I'm sorry. He's going to open up a rotate by the Ash, but he doesn't do anything with it. I think it's just to scare the Ash as he runs back and tries to maintain his life and also just give the attackers a little bit of trouble. And it sounds like Dill's doing a wonderful job here trying to bait out the exothermic charges from the thermite. Still has both of them, hasn't used them yet. Potentially we might get the one going here. It looks like he's trying to, looks like they're both trying to bait each other to try and get this, and potentially it looks like Dill gets one, so there we go. We have one exothermic charge gone. It would be a little help if Watkin could get down below, and it looks like he is. He's going to go down and try and stop the Bandit. But as long as Bandit doesn't have those in his hands, well, he doesn't get them taken out. Looks like Pig's going to get the opening kill onto Kickass here. Not really sure where that is, but we'll move over to Pig. It looks like it was over towards bedroom. And I don't see an alibi corpse anywhere, but it looks like Boggers is going to be trying to come up here around the stairs, or maybe just stay down below. But so far, it looks like it's a 3v4, and we still have about a minute 15 left. And it looks like Siege is going to give up the main wall here, or it looks like he's going to try and come back, try and give Bandit the old bamboozle. Goes for the exothermic trick, might try and get it here. We've got a grenade coming through, and there we go, Dill's gone, so we're now able to open the wall. Wonderful grenade here from, it's not from this sledge, but it is from the buck of Pig here. And there we go, DJ's able to take down Bogger, so now it is a 2v5 with about 45 seconds left. We still have the Legion, who can be quite deadly, still has one of those nano, or one of those goo mines there. It looks like Dutch is going after Siege here. He had to reload. He's going to have to try and see what he can do. He's looking towards the rotate, see if he might be able to do anything. But I don't know if he knows that he's got somebody coming in behind. It looks like Watkins going to drop down. Tommy's going to be able to get Sly. So all that is left is Dutch all by himself upstairs, and he can't really stop the plant. Tosses out a C4, see if he's going to be able to get somebody. He's able to get Siege, but he's going to have to contest with Watkins down at the garage door. Has to reload. We've got the plant down, so now we've got 45 seconds to see what Dutch can do. Still needs to have about 7 seconds left on that timer, so that way he can be able to defuse and get it off without losing. He's going against Watkins, but sadly he loses, and Attackers are able to win round number 2.
Man, the setup was solid by Red Team, but didn't help this time.
Yeah, no,
the BBR wake up, and now they're starting to.
I think it was maybe that ace.
Yeah, it kind of hurts.
I think it was the ace to start off the round that made Blue go, oh, we're actually playing for something here.
Yeah, probably.
So it looks like once again we will go down to CCTV and Cash for our third round here. And honestly, like, I think what it was is Boggers didn't really get much of a chance to really do anything. Had he been able to pick off the Ash early in the round, I think it would have helped out tremendously. Ash was able to come back in and help get another kill and give his team a better chance, at being able to secure the round. So we'll just have to wait and see what goes on, and maybe we might try and hunker down a little bit more, but we are still denying intel with Boggers, which is always good. Plus, we actually get Wamai out this time around, so they probably decided to do that because of the grenade from Pig.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Better late than never.
One thing that you'll notice is somebody sees something happen, so we adapt to it to prevent it from happening again.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Wonder if Dutch will still play in the rush with one match. I have the feeling that he will.
There's a chance. We'll have to just wait and see what happens here. We still got plenty of time, about 13 seconds until the prep phase is over here. But it looks like we're going to have a similar setup, at least,
5
for the
seconds
time
left
being.
before insertion.
But now since we don't have the Kaida, it looks like these garage doors are going to be able to get
Attackers
opened
are
up just
moving
a
to defuse
little,
the bomb.
a little easier here. And it looks like all of the attacking team are going to start on the west side. So it looks like they were ready for them to go CCTV so they can just come up from behind. It looks like Ash wasn't ready to open up the wall there to get into, what is it, strip club. There we go. But it looks like Tommy's going to come and support him and give him that little push there with the sledgehammer so that way they don't give their movement away. It looks like Kickass is going to be one of our roamers, and it looks like Boggers and Sly are just going to hold over in construction on a slight little roam here. Other than that, it looks like the rest of the attackers are going to try and be moving over here on the west side, taking control of the west side of the building, just trying slowly to be able to get these defenders caught off guard. TJ slowly creeping up into bathroom. Doesn't look like he has anybody that is going to test him here. And it already sounds like one of those magnets from Womai are working here. And it looks like Thermite's going to be trying to clear out those Womais at least, using all 3 of those stun grenades to get them out of the way. So that way they're able to do a little bit of tricking here against the bandit, but also they do have the mute jammer to contend with. We'll just have to see if the mute jammer is where it needs to be. And it looks like Big Boy's going to toss in a grenade, but sadly there's nobody there. And it looks like Watkins all the way over into bedroom along with Tommy there in logistics. He's going to try and push up, but Boggers gives his position away with the SMG-11. Loses a little bit of his health, but they don't realize that the Legion is up on, or Legion was up on top of the table holding an angle, so they wouldn't be ready for that. We get a second grenade coming out, so there's another grenade, and Kick-Ass might be able to get the kill on his sledge, but sadly it just does a little bit of damage. But it looks like we're starting to stack up over here in construction. We get a C4 come out, sadly it doesn't really connect with anybody. But it looks like Sly's doing a little bit of damage control here, trying to keep everybody out and trying to push them back farther into construction. It looks like Dutch is going to go on a roam here, might be able to come up behind. It looks like he wasn't sure who that was. Whoever went into logistics. Sledge, that's who it was. I thought it was, but I wasn't overly certain. So Sledge all by himself might potentially get up on here, and there we go. Kick-Ass is able to take down Tommy, so that is the Sledge gone at the very least. So attackers have a little bit more of a chance to go here. It looks like Siege is going to use one of those exothermic charges to open up the rotate here. Watkins able to refrag and get Sly here, so we're back even to a 4v4. And it looks like Dutch is still creeping up those stairs. He's going to try to come around. Is he going to be able to get Watkin? There we go. He's able to get Watkin. And Kick-Ass is able to get Pig, so now it is just the Ash. Ash pushes in. Dutch is able to get Siege. It's Ash all by herself. She's going to have to try and contest, doesn't know what to do, and runs out of time. And defenders win round number 3.
Well played by defenders. That's what was missing in the last round. The Wamai's magnets, and the late roam and flank.
Yeah, no, that honestly, Dutch's roam on the end there. I said Watkin because he was murdered. He was the last one I remembered. But Dutch's roam there on the Wamai at the very end to try and come up from behind and clean up shop worked. Helped out, especially bringing the utility considering that they don't have Jaeger. So all those grenades, I mean, we do have 2 grenades coming out from Buck, 2 grenades coming out from Sledge. We have 4 projectiles coming out from Zofia, so sadly only 5 of those are going to be claimed, but it looks like we're going to move off the Buck and move over towards the Lion. So once again, we're still going to have one of those projectiles going to be tossed out and not going to be able to be captured by the Womai, but still that's 5 projectiles that we don't have to worry about on the defending side. But this time around, it looks like Bogger's going to pick up the Valkyrie, so instead of denying intel to the attackers, he's going to provide just a tad bit
Defenders,
more
protect
for
your
his
bombs
side.
from being defused by attackers.
I mean, the attackers got IQ, so she won't be much of a hassle.
They do have IQ, but always remember, just because there's an IQ or a Thatcher on the board or a Twitch doesn't mean that at least Capcan traps still kill people.
Can't wait for the new system. That you can play with the drone finally.
That will be nice. Probably people
10
will
seconds to go.
not run through Capcan traps as often.
5
Maybe.
seconds to
It's
insertion.
just maybe. It's not for certain though. So as we
Attackers
move
are heading
over
out to
to
defuse the bomb.
the west side of the building this time around, it looks like the attackers are going to start on the east side. So it seems like they happen to have a little bit of an idea of where the defense is going. It looks like once again Dutch is going to go on a bit of a roam here as the Wamai pushing up towards the AUG, or pushing up with the AUG here, seeing if he might be able to pick somebody off. And he might be able to get the Ash here in Garage. Sadly, he's not able to do it, but he does a little bit more health than what the Ash does to him. And it looks like somebody gets pinged upstairs here on a little bit of the room. It looks like it's going to be Boggers, but he does have some support here in Kickass, at least nearby, or potentially Kickass is on a completely different floor. But at least he's bringing the shotgun. So it looks like we're trying to push up through Garage, see if we can find where the Valkyrie is. It looks like we're just going to sneak past the Valkyrie, turn around last second, and be able to find her. Big Boy's going to throw some shots with that V308, but sadly he misses it there. It looks like Ash is going to try and come around. They're getting pings and trying to be able to find what's going on, but they're not able to connect with this Valkyrie. She keeps getting thrown out. She's going to try and come around. Just misses her shots because Lion was on the other side of the wall. So here we go. We have two attackers right on the other side of Boggers. Potentially we're going to have a third, and Watt can have another drone come out. Just misses the Valkyrie. It looks like Valkyrie's going to try and push up here. Looks like he finally gets to see where it is. Comes around, tries to get the shot. Just perfectly crouches in time. Looks like Boggers is looking at the wrong angle. All you need to do is look to the right. Tosses out a C4. Does it go? No, it doesn't, but Ash is still around the side. Going to open up the wall. You can still aim there, my man. I promise. And sadly, Boggers loses his life there to DJ, but DJ gets some shots here. Pig's going to be able to pick up the frag there onto Sly, so that is the Legion gone as well. And there we go. Siege is able to pick up Dill, and DJ is able to pick up Dutch. So all it is Kickass all by himself with the FO12. He's going to try and push around here with that shotgun. There we go. We've got one. Can we get two? Sadly, no, he's not able to. And attackers get round number 4.
It was all... everything happened there in Cash.
Yeah, no, I feel like
That was the
Boggers
centerpiece of
needed
the
to
round.
have a little extra support there.
Or rotate and leave it. I don't know.
Honestly,
Maybe
I get what he
leaving
was
at the
doing.
call.
I do. He was trying to hold and waste time.
Yeah.
Because as a roamer, that is your job. Your entire job is to make sure that you waste time. If you get a kill, that's wonderful. Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
But
but he was boxed in.
he was boxed in. But sometimes you just get those stubborn roamers that just will not leave, even if there's 14 guns pointed at their head.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks
They try to be John Wick and fail, basically.
exactly. And nobody's the only person that's going to be John Wick, my man, is Keanu Reeves. But sadly, we don't have him playing in our tournament, so we have wannabe John Wicks. And it looks like we're going to go down to Church and Arsenal this time around. We do have Dutch bringing out the Capcan Pig Boy once again, 6-picking onto the Lion. And it looks like Boggers is going to forego the Vigil and go for the Mozzie. So he's still going to not only be able to deny attackers
Defenders,
intel, but
protect
supply
your
a little
bombs
bit
from being
more for his
defused by
team
attackers.
once his drone army grows by one.
You really like that this catchphrase, eh?
I do. It's wonderful. That and like when I watch Pro League and Intero says it, it's just perfect.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I'm not an Intero fan, if you can tell.
Definitely.
So far, it looks like we're gonna have just a very
10 seconds
simple
left.
setup here when it comes down to Church Arsenal. We're still gonna get all the hatches.
5 seconds to
But
insertion.
it looks like Boggers is gonna go on that roam, or at least gonna try and come over and
Attackers are
grab this
moving out to
hatch
locate
over
a
and
bomb.
stop. Now, we do have a Capcan, and I didn't do Capcan much, but there is an IQ, so they should be able to find the Capcan.
Should be.
Doesn't mean they will. And it looks like Dutch is going to get droned out upstairs here and be seen where he's putting that little cam at. It looks like Boggers is opening up a little hole here so that way we can see down into the kitchen using that super shoddy for what it's good at. opening up holes. It looks like DJ's already down into sight. We're going to have to see if he's going to be able to get anything. Sly's coming around here. Sly's able to pick up the kill. Dutch is able to get Siege. So there we go. We have the Thermite and the Ash gone. It looks like Watkin, Tommy, and Pig are all stuck over here into blue. And it looks like Dutch is going to potentially drop down in Oil Pit here. He gets a little shot, but sadly he's not able to live and survive that. But Tommy's able to pick up the kill. But Tommy gets refragged. So Dill is able to help out his team just a little bit more. So now it is a 4v2 with just the Lion and the IQ left behind. And they're not really sure where they want to go here, but we do have 3 operators over to their west. And so far it doesn't look like we have anybody coming from the other side, but it sounds like Mozzie's going to try and come around, potentially come down Oil Pit, even though it was quite disastrous last time around. And we have one more EE1D to be able to get set off. Dill's going to be able to pick up Watkins, so it's just Pig all by himself. He's going to have to try and pull out that goo mine and survive, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And Defenders win round number 5.
It's kind of weird no one was holding blue by Defenders, but it worked.
At the very beginning, as I was flipping through operators, it did look like somebody was in blue for just a hot second. But then, but then nobody was there.
No, I think there was just goo mines there.
Potentially. And that's enough to just make you mad.
Yeah, that's enough to know. Hey, they're pushing blue.
And it
Anyhow,
looks
we switch sides now.
We swap sides, and it looks like we're going to go to Church Arsenal. And if you've watched Blue at all, you know that they use the wonderful strat that I mentioned earlier, the 100% win rate from SSG hold when it comes to Church and Arsenal. And it looks like we're going to get rid of the IQ and go for a Maverick here on Boggers, potentially. And it looks like we're going to stick with the Maverick here. So we're going to see, because this is very intense when it comes to roam clearing. Because you have to roam clear top floor, second floor, and then push down into sight. And the entire setup
Defenders,
is meant
your bombs
to
from being defused by attackers.
basically waste utility.
Yeah, time and utility.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically just aiming at holding bunker down on site in the last 45 seconds.
Mm-hmm. And it's all meant to fully collapse in on itself. So all of your setups that you are preparing for is to redirect attackers or force them to use utility. Or what you're trying to do
10 seconds left
is
before
just,
insertion.
if they do get down to sight, you can drop down
5 seconds left before
incredibly
insertion.
easily.
A fast way
Attackers'
to
objective
come
is
back
to locate a
and
bomb
refrag,
and
yeah.
defuse it.
Mm-hmm.
Full collapse.
Jammer ready.
Let's see how BRB will play on defense now. Curious to see.
And it looks like Pig Boy is going to be one of our roamers along with Siege upstairs here. Other than that, it looks like DJ is going to be on the Vigil down over into Bar, and then our last two, Watkin and Tommy, all the way down on site. And it looks like potentially we are going to go for this hatch here. But Loggers is going to have to be careful because if I'm not mistaken, we do have Siege right upstairs holding an angle. Almost grabbed a kill for himself there. But he just was a little bit too pensive. So sadly he wasn't able to get the kill, and it looks like Bogger's going to get rid of that. And it looks like we're going to go to Tunnel. And it looks like Boggers is already into Tunnel. Potentially we might have a full Tunnel push. That's what it's looking like, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a Finka Tunnel push. Kick-Ass is already into Blue. He's coming around the other side, going to throw a grenade. And we're pushing already into sight. There we go. We've got one kill onto
Bomb
Tommy.
located by attackers.
And we have two attackers down, sadly, so it is a 3v4, and there we go. We have another attacker dead. Walken doing his job, holding the best that he can, but Twitch comes around and gets the kill here, and it looks like we have another attacker coming around. Sly trying to pick everybody up. Dill being able to pick up Pig Boy, so it's a double kill for Dill, 2v4. So all that is left is the Vigil and the Mozzie, and Mozzie's trying to come around. It looks like he's going to drop over here. But let's see if he's going to be able to do anything. It looks like Dill and Mozzie, or Dill and Siege are going to try and come around. We have the plant going off now. It looks like they've opened up a rotate. We're going to see what's going to try and happen here. DJ's trying to get some shots, but sadly Monty gets taken out here. DJ's coming around, but he gets taken out in attackers when round number 6 with a double push on the 100% win rate defense.
This was a surprise.
I think the Finka won it.
Call at the last second there.
It was very intense. Like, I think what it was is luckily Red happened to get more shots on target. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Very likely. Also, I had a feeling it was called the last second in the first 10 seconds of the round, because I think Maverick was trying to check if he could make the hatches.
Yeah.
Everything was barricaded, and like, okay, let's go that dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked.
I did like how the Finka didn't push dirt. She came from the other way down in blue. So they were able to pinch a little bit more coming out of the two angles.
I also like the idea that Finka was trying to open the door.
Open the barricade. Yeah, no, that was very smart. I did like that.
That was a smart idea.
So it looks like we're going to go to CCTV and Cash.
Defenders,
this
protect
time
your
around.
bombs from
And
being
ladies and
defused by
gentlemen, it
attackers.
is 4-2 in favor of Red. We potentially have one more round after this. And Red have won. So we'll have to see what Blue have in store for us, see if they're going to be able to try and hold back this Red tide of just a pure aggression and skill at the moment, and see if they'll be able to come out on top for at least this round, for at least this map.
And in case they tie, we have infinite overtime.
Yes, we do. It's exactly as it
joy.
sounds. It goes until somebody wins.
5 seconds remaining.
And you have to win 2 rounds in a row.
Attackers.
That is gonna be hard. more on us casters than on the players.
It will be hard for the players though, because at some point you just
No,
give
no,
up.
it will.
Yeah,
it's just
you just
who
kind
breaks
of
first.
yeah. Whoever breaks first is going to be the loser, and sadly, it will probably be the casters.
Yeah,
We
that's
will
the
probably
point.
break
However,
first.
we will always lose.
But it looks like Siege is going to be here on the Kaid. We did have Castle, or not Castle, but Bandit ready. It looks like he's going to throw out one of those Artillas to be able to help himself out, and it looks like he potentially also has a Mute Jammer, so that Twitch is not going to be able to come by, but there's a Claymore peeking through the hole there. It looks like Boggart is going for the good old Maverick trick here to try and cut the top half of the wall, cut the bottom half of the reinforcement, and it all goes soft.
Yeah, that's kind of an old trick, but not a lot of people do it correctly.
Yeah, not a lot of people know it, but still, when you do know it, you're able to get it done. And they do have the Zofia to help and support here once that goes soft. And it looks like he was able to get part of that wall soft. And it looks like Dachu's going to open up the frags here on the DJ, so that is
Drop the bomb diffuser.
Vigil gone. It looks like Watkins going to be able to get Bogger, so sadly Maverick's not going to be able to finish what he was starting there. But potentially we might have somebody be able to find where these players are. It looks like we have just a little bit of conquering down in church. Watkins going to be able to kill Dutch with an impact. So that is the buck gone as well. And we're going to have to try and figure out what we can do. Watkins moving up back towards the top of garage now. Trying to peek through those Maverick holes. It looks like he's just shot one of the corpses. But we'll return to where he was so that way he can hold a little bit more. It looks like we're going to push through the back entrance over here. We've at least got Kick-Ass doing a little bit of droning for his team to be able to try and find any roamers or over towards bedroom. But it doesn't look like our roamers are over towards bedroom or any roamers at all, really. We just have a little bit of a shallow hold here, and we all drop into logistics like a bunch of madmen, and we'll see if we're going to be able to find anything here as we push in towards construction. They still have a couple exothermic charges, both of them, mind you, so they will be able to open up construction.
Located a bomb.
And it looks like Kick-Ass is going to be the first one to come in, but Pig is going to get the kill there. Peg's going to try and see if he can hold. We all know that people are coming through here. Tommy with the best shotgun in the game, held by the SAS operator, about to prep a C4, but decides to forego it.
15 seconds to go.
And it looks like we have to try and do something here. Looks like we're going to try to jump through, but Watkins ready for it, and defenders are able to get it with Siege being able to finish off Sly with TCS G12.
Nice hold.
It was a very good hold. It almost didn't feel like defenders were going to win that round. It almost felt like it was going to go red.
I had the feeling it was going to be red too. It's a very nice game today.
Mm-hmm.
Could be anyone's game.
It's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah. But to be fair, green is not sorry, not green. Blue. BRV is not playing all the players. But like Mr. Liam and others.
Yeah. Oh, it's just
not
potential.
present in this first match.
Yeah, it just might be that they aren't able to play this time around, or at least in this game.
Maybe they're just testing.
Maybe. But it looks like Church and Arsenal will be the site once again here from Blue, and it looks like they're doing a little bit of a different shout here, and it looks like Dill has disconnected, and sadly we can't pause the game to bring him back in, so hopefully he's able to connect and help his team.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
This is going to be a little interesting, to say the least. We'll have to see what happens here. But it looks like we are getting rid of that strat that we had once before here on Blue, and potentially trying something a little bit different, considering that the strat that they did have just kind of fell apart. It looks like they reinforced the dirt tunnel this time. I'm sure that they had reinforced tunnel. They had reinforced dirt tunnel last time around, but potentially they're just wanting to double check and make sure that it's done, because you never want to know what happens when you don't.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
I missed the which operator was playing Dill?
Dill was somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna be real honest. I don't remember myself.
I kind of missed it from the screen.
Yeah, I did too.
Forgot it.
It looks like DJ's gonna be our one roamer here. He's gonna be all the way over in CCTV, moving over towards Red Stairs, or Eastern Stairs as they are known, and see if he might be able to find anything over here. Just popping on that ERC-7 every once in a while, make sure that no drones are able to find it.
Attackers.
But it looks like the main play is we are going to go for this hatch here. I mean, we do have the ability to get it, considering that we do have Sly, but he has to pick and choose. And there we go, Dill's able to come back into the game. But he's going to have to pick and choose which hatches he wants to get, considering that he only has 2 of those exothermic charges. Looks like Boggers is going on a bit of an adventure, coming down towards Central Stairs. He's going to get some shots into the Valkyrie. Just going to come back up the stairs, but he's going to give all the defenders a little bit of something to think about here. And it sounds like a C4 gets prepped here. Not overly sure where it was. But it looks like Ying's going to run into one of those goo mines as she comes down towards Blue. And Boggers is going to be able to take down Siege, so he's going to be able to bring his team even here, with about 1:20 left. Not overly certain where we're going to try and go. Potentially try and go towards Blue, but Boggers gets stuck in that Toxic Babe. Almost loses his entire life here, but is able to back out just in time. Pig still has 2 of those Toxic Babes, and it looks like a Candela is going to go out, but I don't know if they know that they downed Ying. But he is down. It looks like DJ's going to be able to pick up Dutch here to help his team out there, as he's sitting on Central Stairs. Watkins going to come around and pick up Boggers, and it looks like Sly's going to refrag and get Pig, so it's still in favor of Blue here. We have the half-health Thermite, who's going to be able to make it at 2v2, and then Watkins finally going to be able to take out Kick-Ass, so it's just Sly all by himself. Take out on the Pulse with the Intel, and also the Vigil. It looks like they're both looking at the wrong site. Not overly certain that Sly is going for the defuse over in Church.
Eyes on the diffuser. Attackers need to protect
But
it.
luckily, with that wall reinforced behind him, he's going to have a little bit of help. He's going to try and peek out, see what he can find, but the wall is going to get opened up a little bit above him. And it looks like he's going to place a claymore right in front of the charge. He's not going to be able to see Watkin over there, or Tommy over there. Tommy's going to try and push up. They know exactly where he is. They're going to be able to down him. DJ gets the kill there. Oh, and they just happen to see the claymore. So it looks like Blue's going to be able to get this round to tie it all up, make us even at 4-4. Oh, thank you.
So hard.
Deal with Twitch, by the way.
Bomb defusing.
We just now found out.
Defenders win.
Or at least I did.
It's been hilarious that they both died to the claymore.
That would have been fantastic. I would have been so ecstatic had that been the case.
It would have been the best game.
So
But
we are all
we're
tied up
4-4 tie.
4-4, going to gym and bedroom this time around for Blue on their defense here. So we'll have to see what Red can do here. Red still, at this point, if we do not want to go into overtime, this round and the next round will be the last 2 rounds.
Just win it.
Not for your sake, but for ours. Somebody go to the Discord, message these guys, and let them know that we want somebody to lose this game. Now, can you do that? I'll pay you $2, because that's all I have. Anyway, we're going to gym and bedroom this time around. It looks like we're bringing the Capkin, the Castle Vigil, Legion, and
Can you put on the
Kaid.
scoreboard, look?
Oh, I did earlier. Come on, guys.
For some viewers, it was too quick.
And there you go. It's a little bit longer now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So we'll just have to wait and see where it all goes from here. Will we see OT, or will we have these next 2 rounds be our finals? I'm not sure what Siege is doing. It looks like he's just admiring varnish on the walls there, which is never a bad idea, especially if you do a little bit of home renovating yourself. You always want to know what other people use, because you never know, you might want to use it yourself. But anyway, he's deciding that we're going to set up site, and we're going to reinforce over here at
10
construction.
seconds remaining.
So apparently the varnish wasn't as good as he thought.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. 5 seconds left. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Would you do you have a captain watch, or we can miss it?
I'm not going to do
Or
the
we're not
captain
even
watch for
bothering
this.
now.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it just because it's a little more exciting when we don't know where they are and they go off.
Okay.
But so far, it doesn't look like we happen to have any roamers other than Watkin over at the top of garage here. Seems to be about one of the only roamers for his team. I say that, and then I can't find somebody. There's DJ over in Strip Club. Sorry, DJ, but the club's closed. You're not going to be able to get a dance today. And it looks like the main play will be over here towards Jacuzzi Wall. At least they have to just get rid of the Kaid, which will be very simple test considering the Twitch is going to come around and just happen to spot it. Just be off to the side here, maybe. Unless he froze. Nope. I think we were able to get the wall there. And it sounds like we have another one prepared. Siege going to come around and get that Kaid trap up there. Sounds like somebody gets a little bit of shot. DJ's going to be able to take down Dill. So that is the TwitchCon. Once again, DJ doing work, being able to help out his team, make sure that that wall stays closed. Also, it looked like Sly was getting a little bit of bullets there as well. Losing about 25 points of health there. It looks like we're going to give up the Jacuzzi wall and potentially go to another side here. Sophia opening up the hatch into logistics, seeing if we might be able to drop in there and surprise the attack, surprise the defenders. Don't know why we want to surprise the attackers.
So sometimes might happen, you know.
You know, sometimes it's a little nice to surprise your team, especially with just a random death. Like Sly being able to pick up DJ here, so now we have the Vigil gone, but it looks like Dutch is coming down into sight here. Used already 2 of those track stingers, and also missing about half his health. It looks like he's going to use this last one. Now it looks like he's going to try and push over towards Watkin on the castle, but decides not to and just backs up. But it looks like Sly's coming in towards CCTV there, and just doesn't realize that right on the other side of this other wall we have Watkin. So potentially that might cause some problems, since it doesn't really look like we have a claymore on the only two people who are here, at least that have not been used to try and make sure that Watkin doesn't get picked up. It looks like we're going to open up the wall here from construction into logistics to try and be able to move Siege, and it looks like that has done its job. And he's going to get taken out by the gridlock here. It also looked like Watkin was able to get a kill on the slide, so it's a 3v3. But all the attackers have taken some steps. All the defenders have not. And it looks like Tommy's going to be our first death to Tommy will get the first kill on Captain Trap. It looks like Zofia is going to get hit by a Captain. And defenders went round 9 on time.
The Capkins. Again.
Alright, there you go. This one's for you, Liam. I just...
So take a screenshot, Liam.
Yeah,
take a picture with
just take a
whatever you want,
screenshot.
and read it.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing this for you because you're one of my favorites. Not that I like you or anything. It's just you're one of my favorites. You know. There you go. Still there for you. How does that feel? Does that feel good? How much money are you going to give me for this now?
Don't think he'll give you any.
I don't think he will either. I don't want him to give me any money anyway. But it looks like we're going to go to CCTV and cash this time, potentially being our final round. Hopefully it is, at least for not only our sake, but for the team's sake, so that way we can get on moving around and nobody gets too tired here.
If Liam wants to pay us, he could just buy a capture card so we can do better.
Yeah. Just buy me a brand new PC, so that way I can do this way better.
Sounds fair, right?
You know, I think that's totally fair.
A scoreboard for a PC.
Scoreboard for PC. There you go. It's just taking some time loading in here. That's cool. I think it's because I left the scoreboard up too long. What do you guys think?
Hey, you never know. You can still play
there we go.
bombs from being defused
Yeah,
by
Get
attackers.
Oh, it looks like an impact grenade comes out here and damages Watkin and Legion here, so I'm not overly certain who threw that. It was potentially DJ. So DJ going after his team a little bit, maybe trying to give him a little bit more of an incentive to try and win this round.
They're playing hard mode. You know?
Yeah, for sure it will make Watkin have to play a little harder,
10 seconds
considering
left.
he's at half health, plus he has the UMP.
5 seconds to insertion.
Yeah, the UMP is not the best. It's not the best of the defender's gun.
No, it's not.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb.
You'd have a
and
better
defuse it.
chance at throwing pebbles at somebody.
Yeah.
But to be
also,
fair, it
Castle's
probably
getting
has
off.
about the same rate of fire as you throwing
Yeah,
pebbles
yeah.
at somebody.
Also, Castle's getting a super shorty next.
Yes, he
That
is.
should start next week, I think.
Mm-hmm, it should. I do believe the new season comes out the 10th, and it looks like DJ's going to be on the roam over here in Strip Club. Once again, DJ, club is closed. You're not going to be able to get a dance today. But other than that, it looks like everybody's...
Four dance for the attackers. 2 dance for the attackers.
Ooh, maybe.
You know.
What? It looks like we're going to try and push over towards Jacuzzi here, towards bedroom. It looks like Boggers is going to try and push up through, be the first one in. Other than that, looks like everybody else is just going to be up on the roof here. Other than that, not really a whole lot of movement
Defender
here. It
has
looks
been
like
discovered.
DJ was going to go for a little bit of a run out, but sadly wasn't able to connect on anyone, or at least be able to get a good shot onto somebody.
Attackers drop.
And it looks like Watkins going to start everything off here as the castle and be able to pick up Sly. So that is the thermite down and no more hard breaches for the attackers. So it looks like the impact grenade that hit his teammate did a little bit of extra. Gave them just a little bit of extra pep in their step
Attackers have
when it
recovered
came
their
to
diffuser.
their
Some
defense.
incentive.
It looks like Boggers is going to try and push towards construction, but he does have the barricade in front of him, and he's not going to be able to get through there. But he does see the signal disruptor and the goo mine. Even though he is IQ, he could have easily pulled out his electronics detector to be able to find everything. But he's going to be able to see
with the naked eye.
you know. But it looks like he's going to see Tommy just sitting there on the other side of the cache wall with the shotgun, ready to deter anybody from coming through. It looks like Dutch is going to get a grenade prep. He's going to toss it over towards Red. Sadly, it doesn't connect, but it looks like he's going to drop down. Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, it looked like that grenade connected just a little bit, did a little bit of damage. Kick-Ass is going to get the refrag onto DJ. So sadly, he rotate from the back and doesn't get anything. Pigboy just barely missing somebody's head there. He's going to put some shots, but he's not going to be able to get anything. Sounds like we get another grenade coming out there. Tommy's going to do some damage. Pig's going to throw a goo mine to try and support. Siege is going to be able to get Dutch with a C4. And there we go with the IQ coming through, and Boggers is going to be able to get a two-piece here. And Dill is going to be able to get Watkin. Boggers is going to be able to pick up Siege to give attackers round number 10.
And
OT.
Overtime.
We are officially pushing into overtime, ladies and gentlemen. So, like I said, overtime will be infinite. The first one to win 2 consecutive rounds will be our victor for map number 1. And it looks like Blue are going to start out on defense this time around. It looks like they're going to Church Arsenal.
Shout out to Boggers and Watkin for breaking double digits.
They did. They have done very well so far this game. Watkins surprisingly getting most of his kills with Castle.
Mm-hmm. So
and Boggers,
even with a people shooter, is doable.
Yeah, and even Boggers started the game with an ace.
That means in 9 rounds he just got 5 kills.
Yep.
Oh well.
It could be worse. Could be way worse. It looks like
he shined the first round.
Hey, he did. That was brilliant. It was a wonderful ace. It looks like Kick-Ass is going to bring the Habana this time around for the attackers, so that way if we do lose Sly on the Thermite, we at least have somebody else to be able to open up reinforcements, or at least hatches.
How do you reckon they will set
And
up
it looks
base
like they'll
defense?
left the game again.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I'm wondering if it's his connection problem or...
It's something. That is for sure. I couldn't tell you exactly what it is.
No, I know. I just hope it's not like the last tournament that it's post-all because the bad internet. Or because someone was using to download some weird stuff.
Extracurricular activity material.
Attackers have located a bomb.
You could say so,
remaining.
Yep. If you guys know, you know. If you don't, I ain't gonna
ask
spoil
your parents.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
So, once again, we will have Red Team start out as a 4-piece. See if they might be able to get the band all in sync and be able to win the round for their team.
Setting needle!
At least Blue Team went to gym this time.
Mm-hmm. So they made it just a wee bit easier. It looks like DJ is going to potentially go for a run out here. That or try and punch a hole so that way he can be able to pick somebody going for the wall. Very interesting to see if he's able to get something here. We will come back to this at a later date.
I don't know if
we can just hold this angle. But it doesn't really look like anybody's going to come over there.
No, but they left the default camps up.
Yeah, I saw that. I figured you would catch that. But it looks like...
A rookie mistake.
Very rookie mistake. It looks like Dutch has already used one of those track stingers. Not overly certain where we used our first set here. Not seeing anything over here. But it looks like Boggers and Dutch are going to be the first two into the building here. Pushing up. Boggers just barely missing the head of the Legion, taking a little bit of damage and able to take down that Capkin trap. Be able to help out his team there. Make sure that they can run through them. Looks like he's getting getting a little, or not IQ, but Legion's getting a little frisky here. But he's just going to look back towards the other side. IQ losing a decent amount of her health as she hits one of those Capcan traps, potentially another goo mine. Big Boy's going to be able to pick up Dutch, so that is the gridlock on. Boggers is going to try and come through logistics, see what he can find. But he does have Sly. And Sly, unbeknownst to him, has Watkins trying to take out this Claymore. He's able to get it, but he drops down. But then also, DJ is trying to come around. Boggers with a double here, being able to pick up Siege and Pig Boy. So that is the Legion and the Kaid gone. So it looks like the only person on site is Tommy, who's hunkered up into the bathroom. So it looks like even with the loss of Dill, they're doing a good job. Boggers is going to get hit by one of those Capcan traps. Tommy's going to try and push around, see if he can get the kill. He's able to finish him off, bring it to a 3v2. So it's Thermite who hits another Capcan trap, who's at about 50 health. He's going to go for the plant, but sadly, Tommy just was able to come around and get the kill here. So it's a 3v1. It is all on the back of Kick-Ass here. Looks like he's going to try and come through logistics, just as his team did before him. But luckily, their corpses were able to clear out the Capcan trap, so he doesn't have to worry about them now.
10 seconds to go.
It still looks like the only person who is on site is Tommy. Still just hunkered down in the bathroom. And Tommy's gun does not get the kill, but his Capcan trap does. And it looks like we got a 3-fer.
Red team really was playing very well, even with a man down.
They were doing quite well. And sadly, it doesn't look like Dill has come back yet, so we might have to have Red play one more round here. Down a man. It looks like, and it will be potentially a little easier for them, considering that they are now on the defensive side. They're choosing to go to Church Arsenal. Might be a little easier for them, considering that basically what they have to do is just hold angles, waste time, and make sure that the attackers peek them rather than they peek the attackers.
This is gonna be hard.
It will be.
Attackers got a manpower advantage.
They have the manpower advantage. They have the ability to open up all the hatches.
They are attacking. They're also on attack.
They're also on attack.
Yeah, the attackers are on attack. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. The attackers have an advantage because they're on the attack.
Locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
It's the little things.
The pressure is getting also to us. At least there's a... Don't know, even with Ella, with the buff she got, I'm not sure if it'll be enough to stop it.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, we do have 4 very good guns on the board in the defensive side. And if you think that the MP5K is not a good gun, it is a fantastic gun.
5 seconds left.
All you have to do is shoot people in the head. And it looks like Dill's able to come back, so at least he's going to be able to provide his team with a little bit of intel here.
I'm not sure it will help the... I mean, sure, he can be on camps, but...
And it looks like Bogger's going to get the opening kill onto Pig here, as he just barrels into Strip Club. Looks like Boggers is doing a good job. He's going to make a rotate and be able to get himself out of there, head through bathroom, potentially back down into sight. So Boggers helping his team to even the score up very quickly. Looks like DJ's just going to be over here on the Ash, holding an angle, seeing what he might be able to find. Decides that he's going to push through the rotate, potentially try and find the Vigil. So far, Vigil is doing a good job of just roaming around, finds the drone, takes it out, opens up a new rotate, drops around, and potentially drops right in front of the Ash, but sadly, he's not able to get the kill here. But DJ does lose a fair amount of his health in the process, but Vigil did what he could. Sadly, it was just not enough. Had he got the kill on the Ash, it probably would have been good enough.
Beeping for electronics.
But we'll have to see what happens here, since we have the Mute, the Legion, and the Ella still left behind. All 3 hunkering up on site and make sure that they can get the kills here. Be able to help their team come back even and potentially be able to get the next round to get the win. Looks like Watkins going to be one of the first people to try and push down towards site. Sly, sadly, was not able to impact trick that exothermic charge that was going for the hatch. It sounds like we're going to get one more of those hatches open here. And we still have the Habana, who has not used any of her X-Kairos pellets to be able to open up the remaining hatches. So we could potentially have one operator drop per hatch. Walk-in just doing a little bit of droning, see if you might be able to find something. He's able to get the yellow mine, or the concussion grenade, or mine, whatever it is. The thing that she uses to make you not like
Yellow
her.
mine.
You know, we'll just call it that. And Walk-in just barely missing. That looks like the Mudes or the Ella. It's the Ella, actually, but just on the other side of those beer cases there. It looks like she's going to get droned out here. So we'll have to wait and see if anybody tries to push up over here. It looks like Siege and Watkin are all both over at the main stairs. Other than that, it looks like Tommy and DJ are going to try and push down into Moto down here and come up behind Kickass. It looks like Tommy's going to be the first one to drop. So we're just slowly encircling the defenders. We're going to throw out one stun grenade, two stun grenades. Going to try and come around, but it looks like the Mute had a solid angle there, but sadly wasn't able to get any kills. This is about half their health there. He's going to try and come around. Is he able to get the thermite? No, he's not able to get the kill onto the thermite. Ella's going to be able to get one onto DJ, but has two around him. And defenders win the round on time. Attackers were too engrossed in the gunfights that they forgot to plant.
Oh dear. And we go ahead with overtime. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing to see how they play, but
it just gets to be a lot at a certain point.
Yeah.
So as we swap sides here once again, because in our overtime rules we do have it, every other round you swap sides. So it is just like the original way Siege was played back in the day before they made the changes. So Blue will start out on defense, going to Church and Arsenal once again. And we'll see with a 5-man squad if Red will be able to pull it off and be able to get the win here.
Maybe it's just the fact that Dill is missing to give them the charge to win the round.
Maybe. I think that's what it like. Dill leaves, they lose the round. Dill comes back, they win. Like every time Dill leaves, like it's just enough to like give Blue that leg up.
Maybe, I don't know. But it sure looks like that.
That's what it feels like.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused
But
by
we
attackers.
finally see a Goy on the board. We rarely see him.
We rarely see the wonderful Mexican with the flamey shields. That is what we will call them. But always remember that his shields aren't meant to be used as traps. They're meant to be used as deterrents and time and utility wasters. So it'll be interesting to see exactly where we get all of those Vulcan flamey shields put down. Potentially, it might be enough to help out his team just sneak out ahead and get the round win here.
10 seconds remaining.
Deploying explosive
5
ordnance.
seconds to go.
Vulcan's ready. Shoot it if you need it.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Interesting positioning on the shields though.
I think he was wanting to put it in the very middle of the doorway, but he wasn't able to.
Because with the new system you can only attack you to the left or to the right.
Yeah, you can do one or the other. Try to see if I can find the third shield here. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, there we go. I found it. It's over here towards Moto.
Okay.
So it looks like so far the attackers are all just kind of bunching up over here towards kitchen. Potentially going to try and come around and go for the main hatches here. But they do have to contest in the roaming of DJ, who did a fairly good job last time around as the main primary roamer. So we'll have to see if he can continue that trend again today. Looks like he's going to try and open up a bit of a hole there so that way he can look down towards the hatch. As you can see, we can see it as well.
The diffuser. Attackers have recovered their
Other
diffuser.
than that, it looks like we're just going to try and figure out exactly where we want to go as attackers here. Looks like we're
Attackers
going
have
to
dropped the bomb
push
diffuser.
towards the
Attackers
main
recovered
hatch
the
here
bomb diffuser.
into bar. We did just bring the one hard breacher this time, so sadly we don't have the Habana to be able to help out. It sounds like Dutch is starting to open up the holes here. It looks like he's going to take out that first Goyo shield. Sadly, it doesn't really look like the pulse is going to get affected by that, so he is just at a bit of luck. Just sitting on his scanner trying to see if he's going to be able to find anybody to give some intel towards his team. Now, it looks like we're all going to try and hold some angles. Just do a little bit of rotating. See what we can do. Kick-Ass just barely missing a C4 from Tommy from down below. I am not sure how he survived that. It looks like it was right below him. But he's able to find a couple people. See one coming down the stairs here, being able to give a little bit of intel. We're going to come over to DJ, see what he's doing. He's just lounging around, hanging out over in construction, maybe waiting for somebody to go for the hatch. But it doesn't look like we're going for that hatch. Looks like we're going for the hatch and the moto drop. We're going to have a couple of drones come down, see what they can find. It looks like Kick-Ass is going to throw a couple of those charges down there. It looks like he's all out of his lifelines. Dill's going to come down and kill Watkin. Big Boy's going to refrag on a dodge. Tommy's going to pick up Dill. So it is a 4v3 this time around.
Surveying.
And it looks like DJ's going to come back around and be able to pick up Sly, so potentially DJ's going to be the one who's going to come and get the refrag. Tommy's going to be able to pick up Augers. So just Kick-Ass all by himself. And a 4v1. He's about half health. Now he's going to try and come around, but sadly he doesn't win against the Valkyrie, and Defenders win round number 13.
Oof. A frag fest at the end. A true frag fest.
Very true, frag fest.
Don't open the hatch, try to open the wall to church from main stairs, but Sly was too slow. Got picked very, very just in time before he could put down the thermite charge.
From what I could see of it, it almost looked like they wanted to drop down the hatch and then fan out from there and just come around church in two separate angles. Rather than try and feed through the door through Moto. And as Sly, instead of going for the wall, was trying to come around and go for the main door, got picked off that way.
Yeah.
So it looks like as we swap once again here, we're going to CCTV and Cash with the potentiality for BBR to be able to pick up the win here and get map number 1.
It's a bit about time, to be honest. I'm biased.
Of course, you and I are biased. We just want like 6-0s. It makes our life so much simpler.
Come on, 6-4 is acceptable.
Okay, 6-4. 6-0 is a faster game, though.
But just means 6-0 means 0. That is not fun to do.
It's not fun if you're the one that got 6-0'd, but if you're the one that won it,
it's not even fun to cast.
No, I mean, it is fun to cast because, for me at least, I get to enjoy watching players come out and just putting on a clinic, basically, and just making sure that they're showing all the talent that they have to be able to come out and just
5 seconds to go.
Demolish a team.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
This time they have a Wamai.
It's almost like they learned the last time that without a Jaeger, this is very difficult. It looks like Bogger's once again back on the vigil going on the roam here. Potentially might be able to pull off that wonderful magic that he had earlier with that ace, but we never know. It might just be that he gets to be the first one that gets killed.
I think they start to target Boggers.
I think so as well, because he has done such a good job this time around. But it looks like Pig's going to go down on the buck here. Going to try and prep her grenade, see if... Oh, and it looks like he just missed the grenade, didn't hold it long enough. But he's going to move over to the skeleton key and try and open up below the bandit here. It's just enough to get him out of the way. Bandit does lose a little bit of health. And the wall gets opened here. Dutch is able to pick up Pig, so that is no more grenades on the way, even though there was just one more left. So Dutch doing a good job on the Wamai here. But we do have Siege, and Siege just going to go for the flashbang. Sadly gets taken out by Dill, so it is now a 5v3 in favor of the defenders. And it looks like Sledge wants to get in on the action here. He's going to come down on the low rappel. Going to try and toss a grenade, but sadly that magnet's right there. He's going to toss another grenade, see if it's going to be able to connect. And he's able to get Dill there, so he's going to help his team come back a little bit easier here. Watkin pushing over towards bar, see if he might be able to find anybody. Well, if he pushes up a little quicker, you might be able to find Dutch on the Wamai and Boggers on the Vigil. But will he survive? That will be interesting to find out. So it looks like TJ's just doing a little bit of droning from Garage, see if he might be able to find anything to help out his team. Tommy moving into logistics, however, as he's able to find Boggers, who's just on the stairs, realizes he gets droned out, and he moves on.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
He's going to try and use an impact to try and open up, see if he can catch anybody, but sadly he just is a little bit too late and misses Tommy. Tommy's just drone around, doesn't see him, leaves a cam around, see what he might be able to find. It looks like DJ's going to get some shots onto him here, and he's going to lose his life to Sly here. So now it is 2v4 in favors of the attack. Of the defenders. That would help if I could talk. Tommy being a little bit paranoid, considering that there is the Vigil. Vigil's going to maybe try and come around here. If he pushes up just a little quicker, sadly, he's not going to notice in time, and he's going to lose his life here, but he gets down, and I don't know if the Sledge knows that he went down. Watkins going to be able to pick up Sly. There we go. Sledge is going to be able to finish off the kill. So now it's a 1v2. Kickass is able to take out Watkins. So it is Tommy all by himself. Going to try and push up into Cash. There he's able to see the Legion. He's able to down him. He's got one more, but he has to plant if he wants to keep it going. But he doesn't have diffuser. Defenders win round number 14.
And we're back. 7-7 tie. Man, I wonder if the red team can keep up in the next game like this.
I don't
Whatever
know.
happens in this this match.
This is why I feel like we might see 3 maps. We might see one team give it all in the first map, and then you just see the energy drop as we go. So it looks
Because
like
I'm pretty sure they'll put the blue team will put new fresh players in after this long match.
Potentially. So it looks like CCTV and Cash is the site to play as we go back to it here on the round swap. And we'll just have to wait and see what this brings us this time around. And thank you, Magpie, for tossing some words of encouragement our way to give us a little bit of a boost.
Oh yeah, we really need a boost.
Find all the cocaine and uppers you can find.
Defenders, protect
Shot.
your bombs from being defused.
This is gonna be a long day.
I'll just go with a couple of shots of coffee.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can do that too. No judgments.
No, I have a long day ahead of me.
And not just because of Siege.
Bomb
No,
located
not
by
just because of
attackers.
6, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Met with friends today. So how was the day? Should've.
For a second there, I almost thought you were asking me, and I was like, do you want me to answer? Like, you know how my day's going.
No,
5
don't
seconds to
worry.
go.
But luckily, we haven't lost Dill for a round
are heading
of
out to defuse
due
the
to
bomb.
disconnection.
Maybe
so,
that's why.
So potentially, we might keep going here. Dill, just lose connection for like 2 rounds. Just do it for me. I'll give you like a sandwich or something. But it looks like we're just going to do a little bit of droning here as we push in, and it looks like they're going to come down the red stairs here. Watkins going to stay up on top of the garage on Castle, try and help out his team. It looks like he's going
Has
to
been dropped.
barricade off that window here that leads into the top of garage to be able to give him just a little bit of extra protection. And other than that, it looks like nobody's really
Attackers
doing
recovered the
much
bomb
of a hard
diffuser.
push. DJ's still going to be on the roam down here with Visual. Other than that, it doesn't really look like we have much of a roamer, but it sounds like things are starting to kick off a little bit quicker and a little bit faster here. We've already had one of those. We've already had a impact grenade come out. It looks like that Claymore that was just placed by Kick-Ass is going to be taken out by the Kaid. So, luckily, they don't have to worry about that potentially costing them their life. Other than that, it looks like everything's just starting to slow back down once again. Josh is doing a little bit of droning, and it looks like Boggers is over in stock here, trying to see what he can find. Sadly, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get over to that device, but luckily he did bring the breach charges, so he's able to take down those castle barricades. He's able to find a Legion mine, but not able to get it through the hard wall. Walking, just fending off drones, making sure that his position is still tight. DJ's just going to be hanging out over here on the main stairs, prone with that ERC-7 probably on, to make sure that when drones come by, they don't know where the Korean is hiding. But it's about 1:10, and so far we haven't had any deaths. It looks like we're just holding out and just wasting a little bit of time here. Sly's just going to get a little bit too close to that reinforcement with Kaid on it. It looks like Boggers is going to do what he can from down below, but he potentially might have to contest with the Kaid. And there we go. Boggers is able to open up the kills here and be able to get the Kaid. Is just trying to go for that trap, trying to get past the bars there. It looks like Watkins going to try and push up here. Boggers is trying to get some shots, but sadly he gets down, and I don't know if Watkins knows that he got the down. But Boggers is just outside in the lounge. Watkins losing about half of his health as well. And there we go. Pink's going to be able to pick up Kick-Ass. DJ while also picking up Sly, so no more hard breach for them. Dill's going to be able to pick up Tommy, so it's just the Twitch is coming around into blue. He's able to get a double, pick up Pig. Will he be able to pick up DJ, who's coming around from bedroom? DJ is going to be able to pick up Dill, so, and Watkins is going to be able to take down Bockers finally, so it looks like he died from
10 seconds to go.
bleeding out, and Dutch not able to see Watkins below his gun, while Watkins gets the kill for defenders to get round 15.
And match point again.
Match point again. We're gonna say that a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a ping pong.
We should just not say it anymore. Just and the game continues.
Maybe we'll be lucky enough to finish it.
Maybe. But it looks like we're going to move over to Jim Bedroom this time, because it looks like we're done with CCTV cash on the swap once again. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens this round, because there's only so much speculation you can do when we've gone almost 20 rounds so far into a game, and you start to see the same setups, the same operators, and realistically at some point it's just, well, who gets lucky at this point? Does it surprise you that they got rid of the glass and picked up a thermite? It doesn't surprise me.
No, at all.
Yeah, no. I would have been more surprised if they stayed on the glass.
Me too.
You know, it's just like
at this point, you might as well try to something new.
Get rid of hard breachers. What do we aren't hard breaching anymore? Why? Because fuck it, we're going for frags. Everybody bring frag grenades.
I think a shotgun.
You know, maybe that's something they should do. If anybody's listening from these teams, one, you shouldn't be, and that's cheating. Two, do a fake a shotgun rush. You know, like just saying.
Might work.
Might work. Might win you the game. Ella, I don't know if you're going to be able to... Okay, there you go. Ella place that there. I wasn't sure if Ella was going to be able to get that shield down, but it looks like he's going to use it to help Dill to be able to do a little bit of bandit tricking over here on Jacuzzi.
10 seconds remaining.
And again, no Wamai.
No Wamai this time.
5 seconds left.
I guess they only like use a Wamai when they try and trick over here.
Attacker's
in,
objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Maybe. It makes sense to have it also for tricking on the gym on the Jacuzzi wall.
Shot, I can't have you be yawning because you're gonna make me start doing it. We don't need that. We don't need both casters yawning.
It wasn't a yawn. It was just
yeah.
opening the mouth.
I was just opening my mouth and exhaling air quite rapidly. It wasn't a yawn.
Go in.
so far it doesn't really look like we're actually overly pushing towards the wall, but it looks like DJ's going to be the first one into the building here. It would help if I actually went to DJ. He's going to be down in pool table, potentially going to try and push up the main stairs. But if he does that, he's going to have to contest with the Polish operator of Ella with the shotgun. Lying in wait, going to take out that drone. And knows that potentially somebody might be coming up. Ash is just going to hold an angle. So we'll have to wait and see if anything comes from that. Other than that, it looks like Pig is going to try and see if he might be able to move this bandit here. But with this shield in the way, it's going to cause a little bit of problems. And it looks like Dill's going to go and get the one exothermic charge. So there's at least one gone. We'll have to see if he's able to get the second one. It looks like we're going to give that up and go somewhere else. It looks like DJ's also going to give up the main stairs. Or at least he's going to try and open up another hole there with his launcher. I don't even remember what the actual name of it is, considering he's got the elite skin on. But he's going to be able to drone out the Ella. Doesn't lose the drone there, but Tommy's going to be able to take down Dill as everybody drops down into logistics. So it looks like Siege is going to open up into construction, forcing Sly to move. Kick-Ass is going to be able to pick up DJ. So there we go. The Yellow was able to come around and get the kill, but Capitão's going to come around and he's going to get the kill on the Kick-Ass. They do have the wall open. Siege is going to be able to pick up Sly, so now it is a 4v2 in favor of attackers. Foggers sadly gets taken out right when I was about to get to him. And there we go. Pig's able to pick up Dutch, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's game.
Is it? Yes, it is.
It is game. Fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like BBR are going to take map number 1 in a stunning overtime, going a full 16 rounds. So, what we are going to do is we are going to take a little bit of a break, probably about 15 to 20 minutes here. And we'll take a nice little break for everybody to have a little bit of a rest. Yes, have a little bit of a rest here, so that way we can get ready and bring you map number 2, which, if I am not mistaken, we are heading to Consulate. So prepare for the Sweat Fest. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for map number 1 in our best of 3 final, with the winner going a wonderful 9-7. BBR just barely sneaking out ahead of Red Redemption. I have been Lick. Alongside me has been Shot, and we will catch you very shortly.